Let me share a productivity tip with you today. Now, every task that you do has a process, and in that process, there are several steps. So, for example, let's take making a PPT. Now, when you have to make a PPT, that entire process involves several steps. So, for example, you have to think about the objective of the PPT, right? Then you have to figure out the structure and flow of the content. Then you have to figure out the structure and flow of the slides. Then you have to figure out the design of the slides or any other external elements like, infographics, graphs, pictures, videos that you have to add. And there are several steps in all of this, right? Some steps are, and each step is very different. Some step involves strategy, content, some steps involve design. Very, very different skills are required during every step. Now, sometimes the quality of our output of any task suffers because we are not good at one particular step. Or sometimes we sit on a task because we are fearful of one particular step. The trick is to identify for every task which is that one step that makes you fearful, which is that one step which destroys the quality of your output or affects the quality of your output, and eliminate that step or find a substitute for it. And that really is my productivity tip. And let me explain this with the help of an example from my own life. I discovered this during the lockdown. Now, I've been creating video content for quite some time now, almost 3 years. I'm a speaker. I'm used to speaking in front of 50, 60, 70 people. I do a lot of offline workshops and I thrive on speaking. Even a workshop with 50 to 60 people, I thrive on it. I have energy. It doesn't really make me so nervous. But when it comes to making video content, I freeze. I feel that the quality of my output, the video is not good enough because, I lose my voice. Somewhere I'm not very good with my structure and flow of thoughts. Somewhere, I'm just not myself, and that really affects the quality of the output that I create. It also means that I keep pushing creating video content. Yeah, tomorrow. Now, during the lockdown, I didn't have access to my team. I couldn't set up a camera. I didn't want to do all of that. So I started setting up my cell phone, and on selfie mode, I started creating video content just like that. And I discovered that I was so much more better at it. I was happier creating that content. That content seemed to be doing very well. And I was also increasing my reach. The simple fact that I didn't have to look into the lens of a camera, but in a selfie mode on cell phone, you actually get to look at yourself. So there is actually a face that you can look at, which just makes you speak better. At least in my case, I feel I'm having a conversation with someone, even if it is myself. And just because of that one single thing, the fact that I didn't have to look at an inanimate lens of an object, but I could actually look at the face of someone, myself, I just started creating more content, and I started creating better content. At least, I found my voice. I found more structure to my thoughts. My speech, just flows more freely and better. So I just started creating more content because I was no longer fearful of, having to look at a lens, trying to remember my script, and getting caught up in this whole, production quality, of the content and all of that. So not only did I create more content, my productivity went up, I also started creating better quality output. So the videos just came out better because of that one single step. And I'm so happy with this discovery that I've realized that now, given that I'm creating so much more content, at least 60 to 70% of my content I will continue to create like this, except for maybe my courses or a couple of other content that I have to create for a brand. I will continue now to create at least 70, maybe even 80% of my content on a selfie mode on my cell phone, because it just makes me feel so much more comfortable. I'm able to create more content. I think I'm just able to create better quality content this way. So just figuring out just this one step in this entire process really helped me. Leave me a comment below if you think that this makes sense. If there is some task and you hold yourself back because of one single step that you're fearful of or that you're not good at, I want you to eliminate that, and I want you to find a substitute for it. Let me know how that goes in the comment below. Now, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like my content. And if you're listening to this on a podcast, don't forget to follow me. This is Dipika saying till next time, bye-bye.